What? No theme music, nah?
Gusto, now Chris the host. Man, I make a little dinner whilst passing joke. Come to the yard, get it off your chest. There's no hard feelings when you're rocking with the best. Everything's crisp, everything's nice. Throw a little sugar, add a little spice. Ask all questions, cook a little rice. Gamble like Vegas and throw a little dice. Raise your glasses, make a toast. Drop by Chris for a Sunday roast. Or 8 days of his mixology. Get twisted and not off the Hennessy. Now your belly's full, play a game of ball. Gusto, he's coming from the old school. No if buts, maybes, whys. No silly questions, I tell no lies.
Everything Chris. 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 Live talks with Betsy Macdonald. Oh, there she is.
Hey!
Playing hide and seek earlier.
I'm sorry, I've never done live before.
Now you have.
Now
I've broken your live virginity.
Exactly.
Anyway, how you doing?
I'm all right. I'm not too bad. You know, trying to stay safe, stay healthy. So far, so good. So yeah, it's just kind of crazy times over here. How about yourself?
I've been good. Key work over here, so I'm good. Go to work, then come home and just work on this stuff mainly. So
Nice.
why this is taking up my time outside of work.
Okay. Well, it's good. I like what you're doing. It's cool that you're working with the BBL and WBBL. So
Definitely, yeah. And also some division ones, but yeah, this is the passion of mine. So yeah, I want to see you guys up there a bit more, innit? I want the public to know you guys.
yeah, I love it. I love that for sure.
So what's your how you been dealing with quarantine anyway? How have you adapted to it?
You know, I feel like I'm used to it now. I try to have like a little routine down every day, you know. I usually sleep in not too late, maybe like 8 or
Get,
9.
get that
And
line in it.
yeah. And yeah, been trying to work out, you know. The gyms and the indoor courts are starting to open up here, but I don't really trust that. So I've been doing most of my stuff outside.
Yeah.
Like workouts and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm still in school, so I still have, you know, some schoolwork to work on, which takes up a lot of my time.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah,
You on top of it though, yeah?
for the most part, yeah.
That delayed. Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Some days more than others.
Okay. Long as you're getting somewhere, you know.
Exactly.
Nice. So we get into it. Where did you grow up, Miss Betsy?
Yes. So I grew up in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. So
Timberwolves.
yeah, so I'm right in St. Paul, which is like the Twin City of Minneapolis. So yeah, my state is like right underneath Canada, and I'm in like the big city. So the city
Yeah.
is. I went here for university as well for my undergrad. I went to Division II school here, and yeah, so I just stayed in Minnesota. I've pretty much been here my whole life.
Okay. And then you bump into the big ticket anytime.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite player. Um, I did. I got to see him play like I think once or twice when I was little. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Lucky.
Kevin Garnett fan?
Me? Yeah. I love Garnett. Loved him, man.
Yeah. He's always gonna be a Minnesota, not a Boston Celtic. He's a Minnesota.
Passion. Yeah, that passion. You know what I mean? It's a shame that they didn't get him the help that he needed in his prime, but it happened.
No, it's okay. I'm still happy that he won a championship. So
Yeah, definitely. When did you get into basketball?
oh gosh. I think I was probably about maybe 6. 6,
Okay.
yeah. And it started off like nothing serious. It was mostly just dribbling a ball in my backyard or on the street,
Yeah.
around, nothing serious at all. And my dad is a coach. He coaches boys.
Yeah.
So I started to get a little bit older, I would go and play with the boys, and that's kind of how,
Okay.
because it started to kind of be like I wanted to beat the boys, and I think it started.
So you reckon playing with the boys made you better?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Okay, okay. But
yeah.
did you have any older brothers than that? Or was it just guys you randomly met?
Just random guys that usually were playing on my dad's team that he would coach, and yeah, I only have
Oh.
one sister, so really playing with just those boys, I was like used to being the only girl in the gym.
Hey, listen, if it makes you better and stronger, it's brought you over here.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, it's a little bit more physical, which I think helps a lot.
okay. And when did you actually fall in love? Like, when did you say to yourself, you know what, we take this as a career now?
Um, well, in high school, probably when I was about um maybe 16, 17, I decided that I wanted to play in college, in university. So I think that's when I got a little bit more serious about it because I also played soccer or football as well.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so I think in high school, that's kind of the year where I decided to focus more on basketball. And then once I played in college, that's when I was like, okay, I really like this. Maybe I can try to take this overseas or something like that.
Definitely, definitely. Did you have plans to go WNBA?
No, I don't think so. No.
Why not? You could have went played Minnesota. Was it Spinks? Oh, they got over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Lynx. I get to go to
Lynx.
a lot of Lynx games because I'm like 5 minutes from downtown, so I go to a lot of Lynx games. I got to watch Temmie a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was a huge Temmie fan, and then like when I came over here and I found out that like my teammate Nicolette and Molly, they both got to play with her for like the national team. I was
Oh, damn.
like fangirling. I'm like, you know, Temmie. Oh my gosh, I watched her for the Lynx. So that's cool. But no, I mean, I think it was probably a dream when I was younger, but as of now, like I think I'm more realistic with it, and you know, I know my level of play, and I was just enjoying myself in England, really.
Oh man, that's dope, man. I like that. I like that. So yeah, so talk us through your journey leading up to Durham then.
Yeah,
What?
right. So I graduated from university here in the States in 2017.
Yeah.
And I thought at the time that I was done with basketball. So I stopped playing. I ended up working like just three part-time jobs. I
Oh,
was
serious?
coaching. Yeah, I was like coaching. I was working in a school kind of as like a teacher's assistant. And I worked at the YMCA, like a workout facility. And that whole year that I kind of worked, I was like missing basketball that whole time. And I was
I
like,
can imagine.
man, I'm like, I made a mistake. How come I didn't try to go overseas when I graduated? So I ended up getting in contact with one of my friends from college, and she kind of had a connection with me to get myself over here. So kind of through her agent, I ended up finding the WBBL, and I signed that year, I think in like, gosh, when did I start talking to them? Maybe February. And then the next year, I just worked out like every day, got back into basketball shape. And then that next year, I was out here or out in England playing. So it was like that 1 year off, and then I was in England.
Yeah. So that 1 year off, man, how did you how did you find that 1 year off not playing basketball? Was you kind of just like
Whew.
used to it, or was you straight away just like, you know what, I wish I was playing still?
Man, it was really tough that year off. Like I was still coaching basketball, so I was
Yeah.
around it, but I'm like, man, this is not the same as playing. Like, I don't think you can coach until you like have fully accepted that you're done playing. And I had
Oh.
not accepted that yet.
Right.
Like every time I was coaching, I was like, man, I just want to be out there playing.
Did you like go on the court and show the kids some moves and that just to
A
so
little bit, yeah, a little bit. After practices, I'll be like, all right, who wants to play one on one? Like, let's go. I'm trying to play. But yeah, that whole year just made me realize like I was not ready for like a 9 to 5 job where I was done with basketball, I was like, I can't do this. I need to just at least try to get overseas.
Okay, okay. And so you said you spoke to someone you knew you had connections with. Did you have kind of any options of where you was gonna go, or was it Durham at the time? What option did you have for going?
Right. So, through my agent, really, she had talked with Lee Davey, my coach at Durham. I think he reached out, and so they got in contact, and so she told me about it, and I was like really interested, because I would be able to play professionally and get my master's degree, which really appealed to me. So that was a cool opportunity. And then there was another team in Denmark,
Yeah.
that was also talking. But really, I was a lot more serious about England, just because like at that point I had kind of like looked into the league, I looked into the school, I looked into the team, and I was like, okay, yeah, I think I definitely want to go to England to play.
So you kind of was, so you was also coming to England to study as well, then, yeah? Is
Yeah, that really appealed to me.
so you doing a master's over here, I take it?
Yeah, Masters of Education I'm doing.
Okay, and how's that going? How many years you got of that?
So it was a 1-year program that
Yeah.
I did part-time over the past 2 years. So I should be finishing up in September is when my final dissertation is due. But it's been a good experience. School is, I don't know if it's like a US, UK thing or if it's an undergrad, grad thing, but I find school to be a lot tougher over in England. But like in a good way, like it really does challenge me. And, you know, a lot of the papers that I've written, like I've been
Yeah.
really interested in, but it's definitely been more challenging. I find it.
Uni, yeah, it can be challenging from my experience. I'm sure Nicolette could tell you her experiences as well. So
Yeah, definitely. But Nikki, she helped me a lot actually with like
it's
my
the
school
Harvard
stuff.
referencing and all that. They can be,
Oh my gosh,
yeah.
yes. And it's so much like it's very independent, you know, like you're responsible for uh getting your work done, you know,
Yeah.
timing it out, you know, it's like you really have to be disciplined to get your stuff done.
Yep, definitely, definitely. So talking of Durham, what was your so talk us through the whole culture you experienced and give us your perspective of the whole culture of Durham on and off the court. So down to your fans and then off the court what it was like as well. And then that's
Yeah,
yourself.
right. So all just a recap of all of Durham and my coach, you said?
Um, yeah, just a whole perspective of the whole culture, the basketball culture there and the culture off the court as well.
Okay. Um, my coach is Lee Davy, for
No,
those who don't know.
culture,
Oh,
not
culture. I'm sorry.
not coach. Your
Oh
culture.
my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. The
Because of my
culture.
English accent, mate. Culture, you know what I mean?
I know. I'm sorry. I've been in the U.S. for too long. Like I'm used to hearing, you know, our accents, which are
Yeah.
not as nice as yours. But oh yeah. Okay. So the culture at Durham, that this year especially, like last year was a lot of fun, but this year especially, the culture I really enjoyed. It's a place where everybody's gonna come work hard and practice, but when I tell you that my team had the most fun, like we just make everything in and outside of practice like so fun. I played with such like a group of unselfish people and players. No one really cared about, you know, who got the attention, who got the shots, who had the most points. Really, we all just came together and like had one common goal, and that was to win every game that we played.
Yeah.
And you know, I just think like the attitude that we all had, it was just so. We just had such a good chemistry on and off the court. Like, I don't know if I've ever been on a team with all players really buy into the system, and I think we really all bought in to just playing for the team.
I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
Yeah. And I mean, off the court, like it's probably like the funniest group of people that I've ever been around. Just goofy all the time. Like, you'll be constantly entertained. Like, I swear we could have had a reality TV show. It
You
was,
should.
yeah.
I could sort that out for you, don't worry. I could sort that out for you. I'll bring my cameraman.
Okay, yeah, next season
Yeah,
maybe you should come
took
out.
some good prices, you know. So you're the city of Durham. How did the city of Durham treat you, though? Like, how was that?
Oh yeah, Durham is like a small, beautiful city. When I first got there, it didn't seem so small because I would
Yeah.
get lost all the time. Like, walking everywhere, I would get so lost. But now that I've been there, like, really, that's pretty much my second home. It's really small, as I said. It's like easy to learn your way around. It's like right on a river, so it's like really pretty. There's a lot of there's the big cathedral, the Durham Cathedral, where part of
Yeah.
Harry Potter was filmed. That's really cool.
Oh, right. Harry Potter film.
Yeah, part of the Harry Potter. It's like the courtyard in the cathedral. That's where,
Yeah.
you know, Harry Potter and his friends, I guess, flew around on their brooms.
Fair enough.
But
Didn't watch Harry Potter, me, mate.
oh, I love Harry Potter. But no, and so Durham as a place, and like the people up there are very nice. I found it. I had to get used to the northern accent for sure. You know, sometimes I'm like, whew, having to focus on what people are saying, but definitely I got used to it, and Durham really became a home.
Don't. Is the accent very nearish like Geordies, like they sound like Newcastle, was it?
Yeah,
Slightly
it is.
different.
Some, I won't say everybody, but yeah, a lot of the people, I'm like, okay, I can tell that you're from up north, you're from Durham because of their accent.
I always wondered because I heard it was near Newcastle. Did you guys ever go out to Newcastle at times?
Yeah. Newcastle is fun. And that's what's nice about Durham too, is like it is smaller, but it's a 10-minute, 15-minute train ride from Newcastle. So we would go up there for, you know, a night out or shopping, or if we just wanted to go out to eat or something like that. It's really easy.
Or for the Eagles, you know, you go over there.
For the Eagles, true.
Play the Eagles. What was it like that? So were they like your biggest rivalry up there, the Eagles? Because obviously you guys were kind of close.
Yeah, I would say so. This past year, actually, when we played Newcastle at home, they like set out extra seats, extra bleachers in the gym. Yeah. Which, I mean, I would say a lot of people, more people than usual, came to watch us. Unfortunately, we lost, but I would say I would say that's a good rivalry for sure, just because we're so close.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, that's good. Question to ask about Newcastle. All right, no worries, we'll move on. And you know, talk us through now. Fast forward a bit. You've been to the trophy finals twice, runner up. You know, so don't I know that's a tough losses there, but they were against a great team twice.
Yeah.
Like talk us through that. Talk us through each of those experiences. You know, take us through both of those experiences. Like the first season, you got to a trophy cup final, and then the second season, you got there.
Right. Yeah. So first season, that was a pretty big deal for us to make it to that trophy final. I don't think our record in like the championship games was that good, but we were still able to make it to the final. So that was like a big deal for us. We were really excited. And, you know, the first time playing in like the big arena for the trophy final was like so awesome. Like they really take care of you there, you know. It's like
oh, really?
Yeah, like they feed you after the game, and like just the experience of kind of behind the scenes, you know, like you get there, you go to the locker room, you're playing music, you run out of the tunnel, you know, they did like a light show, and like it's little things like that really made the experience cool. You know, and then once the game starts, it's basketball, you know, you just got to play. Unfortunately, that game was close. So yeah, the first year we lost to Leicester. It was close. I want to say we lost by 2 or 3, but I mean, we came out on the losing end, but really you couldn't have asked for a better game. I mean, it was really back and forth. I think we obviously wanted to win, but at that point it was like our first time making it to a final, and we were thankful for that experience, you know, being able to be there and play such a good team with such a cool environment, and the crowd got into it and everything. So then this past year when we made it, I think
Yeah.
we were kind of thinking like, all right, now we got to get there and we got to win. You know, we don't just want to get there and enjoy the experience. We want to get there and
Win.
we want to make the most of it. So, yeah, we went into that game, and I think we felt pretty confident for the most part. We knew it was going to be a close game. Again, we played Leicester. They're such a good team. They have depth. They're big in size. So we knew it was going to be a good game going into it. But it was still a really cool experience, and still a good game, but unfortunately we lost again. But again, we were grateful to be there, and you know, at that point it was kind of like, I think we were the last game to play because of COVID.
Yeah,
so we were like, hey, you know what? At least we got to play the last game. We didn't know if we would play again after that. So we kind of just like took a moment and we're like, you know what, if this is our last game, like this was a good experience as far as what stage you get to play on, what kind of game you can end your season on.
I heard that. And you know, talking of the size, they were a really big team, innit? They had quite a few big women
definitely.
there. They had Ella Clark, who was there, was one of the big ones, and then they had the MVP was big apparently, and then and who else? They had another young one. Is it Miss Oliver, Kate Olivia or something
Kate
like that?
Oliver, yep. Kate Oliver, she's so good. She's a post, but she can like shoot from outside, so she's like a threat anywhere. Yeah. And then they have like Bria Elmore too, who she can play point guard, but she kind of plays point guard too. And she's nice. She can play. And
you got their defensive specialist over there, Ashton, right?
Yeah, yep, Ashton. Yeah, they have 5 solid players like at every position. So yeah, they're a solid team for sure.
For you to put up a fight against that, that is a testament to you lot, really.
Well, yeah, because like on our, you know, I think that we were a really strong team. I think our record might not show that, but I mean, if you look at, you know, our 3 guards, it was me. I'm about 5'5". It was Nicolette. She's about 5'5".
She's tiny man.
Hayward, yeah, and like I think D Hayward. She's probably maybe I don't know if she's gonna watch this. Maybe she's like 5'7". So it's like we started us 3, and like that's a pretty small lineup, you know. But
in the backcourt.
Yeah. So I think we tried to use it to our advantage, you know, offensively, because we all are quick. We like to go, but defensively sometimes it's hard to match up with teams.
Okay, and how was it like going up against the MVPs? It's Sarah. I don't know her second name, but
yeah, right. And she had a great game against us too. And that's the thing. It's like if you focus on, you know, Oliver and you're trying to stop Oliver, it's like someone else is going to be open, and she's an equal threat. You know, she can hit shots, she can run the floor. So it's like really, it was hard to decide like who you could help off of. You know,
I could understand that, definitely.
Yeah.
But you lot kept it close though, so you know, hopefully if you get some pieces going into the next season, you might have some pieces that can help you compete even more than the trophy. So you know,
for sure.
So also I want to bring up, because we just spoke about it, COVID, your the second trip to the finals now. How did you what was your perspective on having to deal with that issue, and not being able to interact as much with fans as you usually would, because I know they were limited, right?
Yeah.
And obviously those networking opportunities you couldn't do because of that.
Right. So kind of like leading up to the game, we were following like other leagues, like in Europe, and so many leagues have been canceled. So we were like, oh my gosh, are we even going to play a game? Like, we didn't really know what was happening. And then like the morning of the game came, and we were nothing. So we were like, all right, we just got to be focused, ready to play. And I remember like our coach just saying, like, be smart, you know, try not to give high fives, which is hard because like you're so used to it. So like just little things like that. But I mean, really, it's like you can't do much with basketball because you need to be next to the person you're guarding, you know, and like even if you're not on the court, if you're on the bench, you sit right next to each other. So he tried to take some precautions, but it was kind of hard to do that. And then like after the game, there was actually still a pretty good crowd there, which surprised me. I didn't know how many people would show up
Yeah, there was
with
quite a few.
COVID, but yes, there was a good crowd. So after the game, I think for the most part, we tried to just clear out and go back to the locker rooms as fast as we could. Like some people still wanted pictures, which was okay, but I guess we just tried to limit like touching others.
Yeah, I know. I can
Yeah.
imagine that. I was meant to come down. I was all planning to come down and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Tickets and VIP tickets. My main reason was to come down and try and network, but because of all
Yeah.
the corona and that, I just thought I'm gonna come down and not be able to meet
Right.
anyone. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't think there was really much that went on after our game. We pretty much just cleared the floor and the men came on. It wasn't much
yeah,
like interviews or anything like that. Yeah.
same thing happened with Leicester game as well. Because
Oh,
I went to
really?
their game before yours. They literally just went and played Manchester. They played Manchester at home,
Mm-hmm.
and after Manchester, they left, and that
Wow.
was it. They had to leave the court.
Yeah. Right.
So
That's
that
crazy.
was a bit disappointing, though, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it happens. So so your teammates, talk to me about some of your teammates, man. How much did they embrace you? Was it the first time you had met them, or some of them, or is it like
Yeah. Yeah. So like from my first year to my second year, I was like the only, or me and one other, me and other mother, or wait, yeah, me and another girl, Sunny. We were pretty much like the only returners for this year. So
okay?
really, it was like everyone was new. I had heard of some like Nicolette, because she had been at Durham before I
Yeah,
got there. So
yes,
I heard stories about her, and I felt like I knew her before I even met her.
yeah.
um, and same with like Sierra Caesar, the other American on my team. She had been at Durham previous years, so I kind of knew about her. And then it was funny when Molly and Dee and Claire transferred from Leicester to Durham because I had played against them, but never with them. So coming into Durham, I was like, all right, these are all these people who I know them, but I don't know them. And
Yeah,
Cara Elderkin too. But it was kind of the thing where once we met each other, it just clicked really. You know, it was
yeah.
no awkwardness or
No,
tension or
no
anything like
ego.
that. Like we were all happy to be there.
Talking like you met each other from the ages.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's really how it felt. It seemed like we had met each other before.
The beauty of basketball, I say. And
Yes.
and I know in that game as well. Talking of that, go back a bit. You had a great game yourself. I
Oh,
posted it. I posted it up on my page. So
oh
the
god.
sharp shooting and that. Yeah, I see you. Don't worry, I see you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
went out losing. Even went out just gunning. Went out with a fight. That's good. That's cool, man. So where did that sharp shooting come from, man? Is
Oh man. I
practice?
Yeah, yeah. Like back here at home, like in the basketball courts, there's a lot of like shooting machines. Have you seen like
Yeah,
the shooting machine? They have like the big like net that goes around the basket, and you shoot and it gets your rebound and it like throws it back out to you.
yeah.
So I would just
Okay.
get on that for like, I don't even know, maybe an hour or two a day, just over and over shooting like
Repetition.
yeah, a couple hundred threes a day. But really, it's like I feel like anyone on my team could have done that. It just happened to be my day that day.
Ah, man, it was your day that day. You just went in. I was like, well, I was looking at these highlights. I was like, no, damn, I'm gonna get this person up. I'm like, cool.
Thank you.
Doing your thing, man. All right, so we're going to these questions that I like to get into. So all
Okay.
my guests that come on always ask these same question is, what's your views on the WBBL and the BBL in this country, and what things you think are working and what things you think they can work on to improve?
Cool. My views on the BBL and the WBL. I mean, I've only been in the league for this is my second year, but from what I've heard, like talking to players who have played in it longer than me, they said that it's really been growing, the past 5 years. Both as far as like networking, like on social media, and just like the level of play too,
Okay.
has like really improved, which I think is cool. But I think what does work as far as like cup and trophy games, and I know you probably couldn't do this for a lot of games, but it's nice to have those double headers, I think,
Definitely.
where you can somehow, if you can figure out a way to like have more BBL games be after a WBBL game, for those women teams that have a pro men's team, because I think that does bring in more fans for sure, and that helps out like get the word out about the women's game. I know what helped at Durham too was we all, or most of us, coached young students at primary schools, secondary schools. We'd go out and we would coach basketball and teach classes a couple times a week. So we tried to give them, flyers for our game, free tickets for our game, which I think helped a little get more people at our games and get the word out, get them excited about basketball. But yeah, other than that, I can't think of anything. I think that, the websites and like people like you guys do like such a nice job of, doing highlights, interviews, even if it's just like posting a cool picture of a player or featuring a player. Like, I think that helps promote the game more and promote the league more.
Definitely. Definitely appreciate that. That's one of my main aims, is to bring more the personality of players and getting people to know the players. I think interacting with players is so important. And I've seen that in other leagues, or especially with the NBA and WNBA, like people to feel like they know who you are.
Definitely. Yeah.
So that's the main aim why I'm doing it. So definitely. So next question. Favorite pre-game meal and post-game meal?
Oh gosh. Pre-game. I see Harriet is on here. My
Yes, Harriet.
Harriet, she'll probably laugh at me because I eat not the best. Like my favorite food is probably cereal. A meal deal. Yes, she's right. Like I have cereal every day, and then
meal deal. What meal deal?
Oh, and then I go to Tesco and I get the meal deal. It's 3 pounds, and I get the ham sandwich, a water, and the mangoes for fruit.
Okay, that's how that's I don't eat ham. Lamb marsh cheese sandwich of all the sandwiches to pick. Oh my gosh.
The ham and cheese is like the best one. So
Harriet's your teammate, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Harriet? Might have to get you in here.
Yeah, but she's right. Honestly, I was gonna say cereal, but that's more of like my breakfast, and then like pre-game, I'll just eat my meal deal.
So what's post-game? What's post-game meal then?
Oh, post-game, I change that up. If it's an away trip, and if we stop on the way back, I'll usually get like Subway, another sandwich or something. Sometimes if I'm unhealthy, I'll do like McDonald's, but not usually. I think I do Subway most of the time.
Not McDonald's. Oh.
Yeah. I can't do McDonald's like that really anymore.
I'll tell you what I like in the US though, the KFC in US, because it's nothing like the KFC over here. You have those biscuits.
You like the US KFC better?
Yeah, man. You have them biscuits, man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, chicken and biscuits and then barbecue and then gravy. Oh, my mouth's watering right now.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the biscuits are definitely the best part.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Right. All right. Getting to one of my favorite parts of this.
Okay.
The hotspot questions.
Okay.
So there are two three-part questions.
Okay.
First part is teammate you love playing with. a
Okay.
player you love playing against,
Okay.
and a funny teammate. So yeah, a player you love playing with, a player you love playing against, and a funny teammate.
Okay. A player I love playing with. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, I feel like I have to answer this fast.
Oh my
Um,
god.
Man, can I just say my whole team? Like, this is too hard. A player I
It could
love
be
playing.
anyone. It could have been a teammate over back home this year in a scrimmage.
True.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm sure they're not going to be upset. You know what I mean?
I
Nicola,
know. It's
I'm
like
sure Nicola's not going to lose some sleep. You know what I mean? You know,
she's gonna
or
text
Harriet.
me.
Okay, Harriet. If she doesn't say your name. You know what I mean?
Well, Harriet was one fun to play with because you could just throw it anywhere inside and she would get it and somehow score with it. So I was
Oh, she's a
like,
big.
okay.
She's a big girl. She plays
Yeah,
big
yeah.
football. Okay.
Harriet's a post player, yep. But she can shoot outside too. So
Okay.
Harriet, I can say Harriet honestly, because it's like, shoot, you could be dribbling out on the 3-point line with the ball, and if Harriet's there, you just throw it
Yeah.
somewhere, and she'll go get
Okay.
it.
Remember,
Or
I'm watching this BMAC.
I know.
It ain't you, Harriet.
But then also this year it's like I loved playing with like Dee and Nikki and Sierra because they're all so good at driving to the basket, and
Okay.
that is like not something that's really in my game as much. So it's like I liked playing with those kind of players because it kind of like balanced out, I think.
Okay. Okay.
And plus like sometimes they would do some moves to get to the basket and I'm like, how did they just do that? Like, that was nice. So they were just kind of fun to play with, fun to watch. So that was kind of a cheap answer, though, because I'd said a lot of people, but that's okay.
We'll go with that. We'll run with that.
All right.
Teammate you love play? No, a player you love playing against. Sorry.
Okay. A player I love playing against. Gosh. I like playing against. Ooh. I think I like playing against guards who like I admire their game, if that makes sense. Like a Chelsea Shumpert from Nottingham.
Okay.
Have you seen any of she got hurt this year, but her game is just so nice. She can get to the basket, she can pull up.
Okay.
I liked like Jessie Ward from Essex. She's also
okay. Yeah, I heard about her. Yeah.
she's it's like it's like I like playing against them because like I admire their game, but I don't necessarily like playing against them because then I have to guard them.
Okay.
You
So
know, if that makes sense.
was Georgia Jones another one on your list?
Yeah, yep. Georgia Jones, she can do a little bit of everything too. She shoots from the outside, but she can also drive. And she's strong too. Yeah,
man,
she's strong.
really?
Yeah. Or like obviously you have Seven Oaks where it's like Kat Carr and Clark, who didn't play this year,
Yeah.
Tiani Clark.
Yanni
Who
Clark.
they're just strong. They're strong guards. So it's like I guess I like playing against them because I admire their game, not necessarily because I like to guard them.
I've
Because
got
they're
Cat.
not fun to guard.
I've got Cat this week. She's
Yeah,
coming
I saw
on
that.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. And then funny teammate.
Oh my gosh, that's all of them. Man.
If you're gonna say all of them, you've got to give me a story.
Man, oh my gosh. Oh man. I would say like Claire Paxton on my team.
Yeah.
She came from Leicester. She's just goofy. Like, okay, I'm trying to think of a story. She like one time at practice, I don't know why she was wearing this shirt, and it must have just been like a thin shirt or something because my coach was literally just saying to like get her in position, go whatever, cut through, and he like tapped her shirt and like literally the back of her shirt just like ripped down the back, and like I don't know why, but we were all just like on the floor laughing. We were like, why would you wear that shirt to practice? Like that old shirt that is gonna rip. And I mean, she just, I don't know. I can't, it's like you had to be there, but she's just a really goofy, funny person to be around.
Clumsy.
And yeah. And like, oh, you just reminded me. I might have to say Sierra Caesar too, the other American on my team, because she she will trip and fall on anything and everything. Like, she really, but she embraces it. I mean, like, she's so athletic, you would never think it, but I've never seen someone who falls down as much as she did this year, like in practice and
Just
game.
tripping over everything.
Yeah, and she'll just get up and laugh it off. But yeah, she might be up there too as one of the goofiest.
Okay. So all right. So the next one is now next three is a player you didn't like playing with. So not necessarily someone you didn't like or hate. You could have been your friend, but you could just find them annoying to play with sometimes. You didn't like playing with them. I've got a few. A player you didn't like playing against, your kryptonite, and
Okay.
then a funny opponent.
Oh, a funny opponent. Okay. So first, a player that I didn't like playing with. Honestly, I feel like I have been so like grateful for my teammates, you know. I would say maybe back in like AAU days, like traveling basketball days, there was probably a couple girls where I was like, oof, come on. I think it's mostly, I know that people have been giving generic answers on here. They don't want to say names.
Some have said names, some have said generic answers. So
I feel like anyone who's just a negative person, like negativity, negative energy, is a teammate that I wouldn't want to play with. You know, it's like coming to practice, that one person that you know is going to complain about a drill.
Yeah.
Or,
you don't even need to say their names. You could just, because some people like, I'm not going to say their names. I just remember a time, like Drew Lasker did it, like, I just remember a time this guy was getting on my nerves. I said to the coach, me or him, and then.
Wow. No. I think I've been really lucky with teammates, honestly. I've really liked playing with all my teammates, but I guess I'll just do the generic answer of I think someone who's negative is not fun to play with.
Someone you didn't like playing against.
What's the second part?
Someone you didn't like playing against.
Right. Okay. Oh goodness. Man, in practice, I hated guarding Nikki and D because they could take me to the basket every time. No, but in games, oh gosh, I kind of said earlier a lot of them. I would say maybe Bria Elmore. I could say her again from Leicester, just because her length is really hard to guard for me, especially. She's so good and quick and long. Like, she can just get to the hoop, and plus she has like handles, so that's tough. Oh, and then the point guard from Sheffield as well. She's pretty nice. Thomas. Yeah, she's nice.
I've got one of the Sheffield players, but I think he was a different position.
Okay.
The MVP this year.
Yeah. She was right. I think I saw your post. Well, she was. Oh my gosh, I luckily didn't have to guard her. But she was nice as well. She can pretty much do whatever she wants on the court.
Oh my gosh, imagine that! And then imagine the friend that you had to deal. Imagine seeing the person that's guarding him. You have to talk to your friend like, yeah, I try my best to help you out, but you know,
right.
You know,
exactly. I'm like, look, you did what you could. But...
Why don't you guard him? Nah, listen, man, I got bad knees at the moment.
I'll stay over here.
Yeah, my elbows here. I'll help you though. I help you.
Right.
Oh man, that's gonna be an interesting one. And then I said a funny opponent.
A funny opponent. Oh, that's good. Oh, I see you have Alex Haley on here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if this is really funny, but like I think it was during our the game that we played them before the trophy final.
Yeah.
It was a close game. It was at home at Durham, and I remember like at half court, one of her teammates must have been shooting a free throw, and she just came up to me and like we started talking, and we figured out that we played against each other in college back in the States.
Yeah.
So like me and her are just having this whole conversation and kind of cracking up like, whoa, small world, and like meanwhile the game is like about to be going on. And my teammates are like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I played against her in college. And so I don't know. It wasn't like she said anything specifically funny, but I just thought that that was a really funny moment
It was a
because
funny moment.
the game was going on and I'm having like a whole conversation at half court with her. Like we could have just sat down and like
You could have had a coffee or something.
right.
Cross
Like,
your
we were
legs.
laughing and I'm like,
Right.
right. We were laughing. I'm pretty sure we were like guarding each other. So as we're like talking, I'm like, okay, going back to guarding you now.
Yeah.
Like it was just
I've got to run. I'm going to have to
Yeah.
bring up that story. Lexi Peterman said, "What's up, girl?"
Hey Lex, that was my my college teammate back in the States.
What's up, Lex? So to anyone who's still in, who's tuned in, has anyone got any questions for Betsy? And Betsy, do you have any questions for myself?
Ooh, oh, Coop just joined. Okay. Oh, Lexi says, hey. All right. Any questions? Are you gonna continue doing this like into next season or?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the plan.
Okay.
Definitely I wanted to do this full time. Really, I really want to. Obviously, I want to bring it to the actual court. So this is me doing lives. This is my way of just trying to network with everybody. And,
Okay.
you know, I'm trying to get myself known as much as I can through
Got
every
it.
team as
So
I
like
can.
expand outside of Instagram. Like you're talking
Yeah.
about going to. Oh, I see.
So plan to then, yeah. So Instagram, get as many people as I can, start posting as much as I can on YouTube as well. Got a YouTube channel. And then, yeah, come into the courts where you play before and
Yeah,
after
that's
games.
awesome.
And you know what I mean? I just think it needs more exposure, but
Definitely,
yeah, it's something I
definitely.
want to do full time.
Yeah, I really appreciate that you do WBBL as well as BBL. I think
Thank you.
that's really awesome to try to like bring the two together, you know?
You know what? That was that was the aim, definitely.
Yeah.
At first it was gonna be like I was gonna do just a lot of first when I was planning it, I was gonna do a lot of BBL players and men's players first and then go women, but I thought it made sense to do the women one as well because women just as important as the men. So
Yeah,
they're
definitely.
not any less or any
For
higher.
sure.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I
And I
think
think
like people watching the games too, like you can learn so much from watching both games, you know, the women's game and the men's game, you know, we play like a little different, but it's like
yeah,
it's just as important and
definitely.
there's really just as much to learn in our game too.
And people don't realize the women's English team or Great Britain team are doing better than the men's ones. You know what I mean? Like women have
Right.
won gold and silver.
Yeah.
Men haven't won anything in a while. But I think as well, I've mentioned this with Ruth from the Eagles.
Yeah.
People need to appreciate that a women's game is a women's game. You know, there's nothing. Don't expect the women to do what the men do, where they're going and dunking on people. If they don't like, they play the game well. Women do play the game very well, and they play it better than some men. So
right.
know
Oh
the
yeah, for sure.
fundamentals.
Yeah, skill wise, yeah, definitely.
Skill wise, they know the fundamentals. Like appreciate it for what it is. Like it's a women's game, man. At least let's all support each other. It's
for
basketball.
sure. Yep.
So
Oh, let's see. Wait, who said? Oh, Zach. Zach said, "Is Betsy coming back for next season?" Okay.
That's you. That's you there.
I don't know yet, to be honest. It's been tough with so much uncertainty, you know. Like I said, like I'm finishing up my degree. I would love to go back and play for next season, but I think I have to wait to see like what's gonna happen with this season. And you know, obviously I've been in touch with my coach as well, and we've been talking. So I think just kind of taking it one day at a time and figuring out what's gonna happen with the season. Hopefully I can come back. I would love to come back if possible.
Oh well, look who arrived, Nicolette. You know what I mean? How many come so late? What's this BMT time? For you BW time, black woman time. What's this about, man?
Oh my gosh.
She came in so late.
She said OMG, right. Finally she's here. Oh my gosh.
Flipping heck, man. We
Good
missed
thing,
the
no,
most.
it's good that she just tuned in so she didn't hear us talking about her.
What did you say? What's it? We got something from Harriet. She's saying she's already said I was her fave teammate already, so you're late. Wait, what? Oh,
But my first answer was just everyone at Durham. You know, that was my first answer.
she's lying. So she said, right, one Nicolette, she liked Harriet. You know.
I did say that I hated
you
guarding
did.
you in practice, Nick. I hate guarding you in practice, so I did say that.
Oh, I played against Nicolette once in uni. You know, she's
Really?
small.
Oh, so you were at Northumbria?
We both went to Leeds Met.
Oh, Leeds. So that was before she
Yeah,
was at Northumbria. Okay.
yeah, we were both at Leeds. We used to do shooting games every now and then, but you know.
Ooh. Who won most of them?
They were back and forth. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
She used to make me sweat sometimes. I'm like, oh shit. Fiery shoot. And Nicolette is very strong for her size. I don't know where she gets it from.
I swear.
Like, I really don't know where she gets. I don't know if she's still that strong now, but yeah.
She is. She is.
Like, I don't know.
She will drive to the basket like during a game, and I'm watching her, and she will like clutch the ball into a layup against a big post player and make it look so easy. And I'm like, how did she do that? She is. I think she's just strong. Like,
I tell you a funny one. How I knew she was strong. We was play fighting one time, and I thought I could like pin her down, and then I don't know where she just threw me on. She threw me on my back, and we was fighting each other in the corridor. My friend was standing us watching us like we like I'm trying to fight her and push her. Like I was like, where the fuck? Why are you so strong? Then after she walked to, don't touch me again. I was like, okay, watch. I'll get you later. it was play fighting.
She says she gets her strength from Jesus.
Probably does, and some ackee and saltfish and rice and peas and that, but you know, Jamaican food.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it's been Betsy, and it's been amazing. It's been a great one.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. This was really fun.
No, definitely. Hopefully, might see you again in Durham if you stay again.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Hopefully you'll be interviewing next season. Everything.
Hopefully, man. If the BBR recognize my talents as well, WBBR help out.
For sure.
All right, then, and everyone else who tuned in, thank you for tuning in. Follow Betsy or Betsy Macdonald. Is it?
It's Betsy Macdonald 5.
Betsy Macdonald 5 and me, Everyting Chris _2020. And yeah, Betsy, stay safe and wish you nothing, love and peace.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thanks, Chris.
See you later.
Bye.
Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris. Everything Chris.
Yes, I'm Chris G, host of Everything Chris. Hope you liked that video. If you did, click that like button. Also leave a comment, and also if you want to see more, click that subscribe button to get a notification when we upload new content every single time. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope you stay tuned for some more. And also, as you know, with me, everything's always Chris.